Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle. It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Avatar The Last Airbender Season 1, Episode 13, just that. I just watched the episode 12. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. It's really windy today, I'm sorry if it's making noise. I had a little experience with that during the last episode, during the review of the last episode, because of something flying on my balcony because of the wind. Short story, stop. The last episode was so great! I still can't realize all of what we learned during the last episode. I mean, I talked about it during all of the review and I'm still amazed by all of what we learned during it. Because it was a flashback episode about Aang and Zuko, who are the... I was gonna say the main characters of this animation, Western animation. No, it's not the main characters. Sokka and Katara are as important, and I'm not even talking about Momo, Appa and the uncle. They are important also. But Zuko and Aang are the mysterious ones, you know, the ones for who I had a lot of questions, and they responded to some of these questions during the last episode. We had this flashback about Aang, the fact that he ran away because the monks wanted to send him away to learn really stuff and to stop playing like that, and he ran away, and that's why he was into that storm and all of that happened, and he felt guilty about that. But because of what happened during the last episode, he felt that feeling and he learned that saving people before, you know, when he was not there, that would have been important, but saving also people right now is really important. And the flashback about Zuko, finally we learned why he was banished and why he had this car and all. During this reunion with the generals, he was not okay with sending young soldiers, you know, to just be killed like that. He wanted to protect his people, his soldiers, and because of that, he had a duel with his father, but he didn't want to fight his own father, so he begged for mercy. His father thought that it was a proof of weakness, and that's why he made him this car and he banished his son. Seeing Zuko like that, wanting to protect his people, acting like a real prince of the Fire Nation, you know, we saw that his people, the fire people, are counting for him. He wants to protect them, to lead them, really. That was great, you know, that was not what I expected, the reason why he was banished, but that was even better in a way. That's giving me a lot of things to think about, you know, for my series about the future, about what Zuko can do. Before that, I thought that maybe the reason why he was banished, it would have been something like he did something wrong for the Fire Nation. And maybe because of that, he could switch and join us. Now, I don't think so at all. I think that he can be a good lord, you know. He can be a good Fire Lord, Fire King after his father. He wants to protect his people, he wants to lead them. He's really acting like a future king, you know? The kind of king that we want, in a way. The kind of king who would do anything to save his people, to protect them. But he changed a lot because of all of what happened. He wants to have the Avatar, to have his honor back and to go back to the Fire Nation. He is really more impulsive and more... No, he was already impulsive because what he said, what he did during that reunion with the generals, he was already impulsive. But we saw that he was sensible, or something like that, you know, during that duel he cried, and after that we saw a flashback also with his father, like they lived good memories together, so He had a sensibility before that he doesn't have right now. He's all about being angry, about his anger. He's an interesting character, really. His story, how we can evolve also in the future. Right now, because of what I learned about him during the last episode, I have trouble to make series about what he can do next, you know, how he can evolve. If it's not maybe being a good king for the Fire Nation. And he also, you know, fought his flashback in a way by saving that man on the ship and then saying to the crew, we're not going after the Avatar because it wouldn't be safe for us, for you. That was so interesting. I loved it. I don't know if we're gonna have informations, big informations like that again during the episodes 13 and 14 that I'm gonna watch also today, but all of these informations were already so great that I'm okay, you know, if during the 2 next episodes we are just living little adventures, I would be okay, you know, because already what happened during this episode 12 gave me a lot of things to think about. And I'm not even talking about these toys, you know, that Aang chose when he was a baby because of his past lives, you know, all of that Avatar things, that was also interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking right now and let's go for this episode 13. Oh yes! I noted that, you know, into my head, you need to tell them that that's a little story, a personal one. I told to my little brother, he's 21 years old, so he's not so little, but he's my little brother. I told him that I was watching Avatar The Last Airbender and now he's threatening me to give me spoilers about it, you know, each time that he wants something, even little things like give me that meat, you know, give me that thing to eat and all of that, is like, you don't want to give me it? So, in Avatar, what is happening to Aang? It's threatening me with it. That's not nice. For now, I can reassure you, he didn't tell me any spoilers. But that's the first time, you know, that it's working like that. Because usually it's me who is threatening him with spoilers about shows because, you know, he's young still, so he's discovering shows that I already watched. Like with Peaky Blinders, I threatened him a lot with it. It didn't work because he knows me, he knows that I hate spoilers, so he knows that even if I'm threatening him to tell him spoilers, I'm not gonna do it because I wouldn't want him to do the same. Do you understand what I mean? Was it interesting? I don't know, but I needed to tell you that. Let's go for this episode 13. That's a fire city?
Their precision is legendary. The Yu-Yang can pin a fly to a tree from 100 yards away without killing. But my search for the Avatar is nothing but a vanity project.
Some people are against you? I know that.
It appears I've been promoted to Admiral. My request is now in order.
Sokka?
Being out in that storm really did a number on it.
Oh! Poor Sokka!
There's an herbalist institute on the top of that mountain. We could probably find a cure for Sokka there.
Do that?
He's in no condition to travel.
Oh no, now you're...
I'm going to find some medicine.
Hurry.
What do they want?
Ah!
A sporting game pie show.
Can we have Aang playing with you, Uncle?
Now get off my ship and let us pass.
Admiral Zhao is not allowing ships in or out of this area.
Did you see that? Oh, why do I know this sound?
Please. Water.
Listen carefully, Mama. Got it?
No!
Is everything okay?
No, never. With him, never.
You can still find the Avatar before Zhao.
How, Uncle? With Zhao's resources, it's just a matter of time before he captures the Avatar.
Your eyes right there were really expressive. You were desperate, my dear.
Oh, here's what I was looking for. Thanks for your help.
Ah.
I don't think you're doing Miyuki's dinner. Blossom is her favorite. What am I supposed to do with frozen frogs?
Yeah.
Suckle them, of course. Suckle them?
Do you really understand well the issue right there?
You're insane attitude. That's right.
Yes. You don't have your stick right there, and be careful. An air scooter maybe? I don't know. Yep. Alright. You can't do. Ooh. They're good, for sure they're good.
How does it feel to be the only airbender left? Do you miss your people?
Are you responsible?
You won't be killed like they were. You'll be born, and the Fire Nation will have to begin its search for the Avatar all over again. So I'll keep you alive.
That's why you are not killing Aang, you know. Zuko didn't kill him also during the first episode. Because if you are killing the Avatar, another is gonna come.
No one is coming to rescue you.
You want to neutralize the Avatar, not to kill him because you don't want to create a new one. That's why. Who are you? Someone that we already know? You were, you know, with the fire in the Fire City.
I am here to tell you that he is now my prisoner.
This person wants to release the Avatar to help us. Why? Ah, water. That's a water bender. No, 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 no. Shh.
Who are you? What's going on? Are you here to rescue me?
Ah, no, no, no. Tell your face, tell your name.
Wait! My friends need to summon us.
Ah, we had some responses during the last episode. Now I'm gonna have more questions. Surprise!
Stay close to me.
Ah, no, no, no! Don't leave that person behind, Aang. Who are you? Ah! Maybe, you know, talking to each other, having a little communication with each other could help.
Take it. Jump on my back. Give me the next one.
Ah! Clever.
Avatar must be captured alive.
You wanted to save him, you're not gonna kill him.
Let them out. Now.
Do you know who is that person?
Let them go. A situation like this requires precision. Do you have a clear shot?
Their precisions.
Knock out the thief.
No, 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 no. No! It touched the mask, you know, it was made of metal and that person didn't die. Please. Zuko. He wanted you so bad. that he did that. Why did I see water, you know?
I miss all the friends I used to hang out with. Before the war started, I used to always visit my friend Kuzan. He was from the Fire Nation, just like you. If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends too?
Right now, you can't. For sure, you made that clear. But I'm amazed by what you just did. You are playing that song?
So call me is. I'll make you feel better.
Did you make any new friends?
Not really. It's more complicated than that. You didn't do that against the Fire Nation, Zuko. You did that for you. We needed for this episode, you know, to have Katara and Sokka out. You know, we needed to have only Aang. With Katara, with Sokka, if they would have discovered, you know, what Zuko just did, it would have been different, it would have changed their relationships, you know. Sokka being like that with Zuko, he wants to fight him so much because there are two warriors, there are two soldiers and all. Katara has a story with the necklace, how their relationship built with this necklace, with Zuko trying to manipulate her in a way that would have changed things, you know, with their relationships. And I think that this show is really writing that well. Each characters, their personalities, their past, but also how they can involve each of them, they are progressing, they can have their own stories, their own progressions, you know, because of their powers, their bendings, but also because of what they want to become and what maybe they're gonna become. That's not the same. And also relationships between each character. The relationship that Aang has with Katara is not the same that the one that he has with Sokka, you know. It's more a brother relationship with Sokka when it's more like a mother-son relationship with Katara in a way. And same for Zuko with Aang, Katara and Sokka, you know, that's different. The show is doing that well, and that's why right there into this episode, at least at the end of it, we understand that this episode was for Aang and Zuko's relationship. Which is so great, after having, you know, the last episode being about the two of them, about their past and about their traumas, them dealing with their trauma, with what are feeling guilty of and all, that was great during this episode to have in fact something about their relationship, you know, their bonds. The fact that Zuko did that, stealing the avatar, that's interesting, that's logical with Zuko's personality and stories, the fact that he needs to have the avatar for himself to take him back to the Fire Lord, to have his honor back and his place back. So that's not a surprise. But the two of them working together like that, that was interesting. It's explaining well now why Zuko was there, you know, in a Fire City, why he didn't talk at all to Aang, because he didn't want Aang to recognize his voice. The fact that they work together like that, that they saved each other in a way. And at the end, Aang is saying that to Zuko. Maybe in another world we would have been friends, and Zuko responding by being violent and telling him that maybe in another world, but not right now. But we can see that the two of them are thinking of it, you know. The two of them are thinking about what their relationship could have been in another world. That's gonna be an important episode for the future, you know, for again their relationship, how their relationship can evolve. That was so great. These archers also impressed me. I think that we're gonna meet them again. The Admiral Zhao, we're gonna meet him again also, for sure. Now that he made this, you know, as a priority to find Aang. Zuko thinking about that, you know, at the end, same for Aang. I need to think about it, you know, how their relationship can evolve. And now, even more that I learned that about Zuko's past during the last episode, he's really an interesting character. I'm seeing it since the beginning. Even if during the first episode I was a little annoyed by how a teenager is, you know, by being impulsive, by talking bad to the only parent, you know, that he has right there, being his uncle, and his uncle is a good mentor, is good with him, is nice with Zuko. He is there, even if, you know, even if his nephew was banished and all, we can see that he's still there for him, and he doesn't like a lot the Fire Lord. I want to know why, you know, why he followed his nephew, why he's right there with him, why he doesn't like his brother. Maybe there is a story behind that, I want to know. But you know, yes, first episodes, I already thought that Zuko was gonna be an interesting character because I had a lot of questions about him and his story, and I thought that there are more stuff, you know, to discover behind that, that it could be interesting because of that, and also because it can evolve, you know, in so many different ways. Really, he has a lot of paths to take, and all of the different things, little things that he's gonna do during the next episode are gonna make him choose between all of these different paths, you know, little by little he's gonna decide his path. But for now, I think that even him, he doesn't know what path he has to take. He's really lost. I'm seeing him really as a lost character, and that's making him really interesting to follow. He can switch at any moment in one or the other extreme, but I still think that there are stuff about his past that we don't know, like about his mother or about his relationship with his father. Also, we saw that he admires him and he loves him and he wants his respect, he wants to make him proud and all. But I think that there is a little more about it. Oh! Also, during this episode, Aang told us something about a friend that he had in the Fire Nation. I think that it was important. Can it be the grandfather of Zuko? You know, because of the 100 years ago situation, like we know we met during another episode an old friend of Aang who is now a really old person. Can it be possible that Aang's friend on the Fire Nation was Zuko's grandfather or something like that? I'm wondering about it. I think that it's gonna be important. We'll see. It would mean that Aang's friend was the first Fire Lord, you know, to use Comet's powers to do that first. Ah, that was such a great episode. We didn't learn a lot, you know, a lot of information, but again, I think that for the development of Aang and Zuko, their characters and their relationship, that's gonna be a major episode. It gave me stuff to think about. Okay, I'm gonna watch one more episode today of Avatar, and then I need to watch one episode of The Mandalorian. I'm saying I need because I know that during next week I'm not gonna have the time to watch episodes. I don't think so, so I need to watch episodes today of the two shows. So it's all for Avatar, The Last Airbender for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.